New year, new things, people. Get your punk ass up. We about to talk a little bit on your way to work or on your way home. It's your boy, V. Ben Israel, the People's Champ. Stay tuned. We're gonna riff a little bit. Give y'all some shit to think about.
I know what it's like to lose. Feel so desperately that you're right, yet to fail nonetheless. It's frightening. Turns the legs to jelly. I ask you, to what end? Dread it? Run from it? Destiny arrives all the same. And now it's here. Or should I say, I am.
Welcome. Welcome to the People's Podcast, January 5th, 2024. Some of you are on your way home. You've been working all week hard. And I want you, before you go home, stop and get yourself some breakfast. Don't go through the drive-through. Go sit down somewhere. Get yourself a little breakfast. IHOP got the little $8 special. Go on to IHOP and get your little breakfast. Just sit down and reward yourself for a great week. Take a lap. Say thank you, V. Now, some of you just getting up. You're listening right now. You're in the bathroom, brushing your hair, warming up your car. Same thing goes for you. When you finish up later today, stop and get yourself a little late lunch. Reward yourself. And say thank you, V. This is for you. This ain't for nobody else. Don't take no girl out. Don't take no guy out. Don't take your homeboy, your homegirl, just you. Reward yourself. You gotta take care of your star player. That's what you gotta do. I want y'all to get in the habit of doing that this year. Rewarding yourself for a job well done every week. Or start by doing every 2 weeks. Whichever one works best for your schedule. But start regularly rewarding yourself. My name is Veben Israel. This is the People's Podcast. I am your host. I am the Shogun of Charlotte. I am the Heisenberg of this ish. AKA Chef V, AKA Pumpkin Escobar. Y'all know me as it's your boy, V Ben Israel, the People's Champ. You are now going one-on-one with the great one. We're going to talk a little bit today. A couple things on my mind, get y'all started. I want y'all to get started. We're going to change some things. We're gonna hack the system. Gonna hack the matrix this year. Right? Black men, you got to be better. You got to be better. Here's what I mean by that. Whatever job you do, I want you to find out where you rank on that job. I don't care what it is. You're a truck driver. You got 50 other drivers at your position. Y'all run the same routes. I want you to find out where you rank, and believe me, you have a rank amongst those 50 other drivers. Are you 47? You 22? You're 19? You're top 5? Whatever it is, find out where you are. Those guys who are at the top, let's say you're number 19. I want you to find out who those top 5 drivers are. What are they doing better than you? Talk to them. Find out what they do better? Because I guarantee they know. They didn't become top five by accident. It's something they're doing that you're not doing. Are they checking the tire pressure every morning before they go out? Do they keep up with their operating costs per mile? Does it cost them 60 cents to operate the truck per mile? How much revenue are they generating per mile? Are they generating $1.50 per mile? And then once you take out the 50 cents per cost, so that means they're averaging profit of $1 per mile, which means if you drive 100,000 miles in a year, you made what? You netted $100,000. Those guys who are the best, they know these numbers. They keep up with them. They monitor them constantly. Okay. What are they doing differently than you? And ask them, how can I be better? They may say something like, hey, I get 8 hours of sleep. It may be something as simple as that. Are you getting 8 hours of sleep? By you not getting 8 hours per sleep every night, is that affecting your driving? Are you not checking your vehicle out, inspecting it? You have a lot of downtime because your vehicle's always breaking down. What you need to talk to the best. Ask them, how can I be better? Whatever your job is. I use truck drivers for example. Just came to my mind. It just popped in my head. Could be whatever. Whatever your factory worker. Are you the best at your position amongst all the other factory workers? I don't know. Why don't you find out? See, too often, men, you're not competitive because you're not even in the game. You don't even realize the game is being played. You're just floating around. You don't know what's going on. It's time 2024 for you to recognize where you are and where you need to go to be better. I don't care if you're working, uh, you're working at KFC. Are you the best person in the grill? Are you the best person on that register? That's easy. Those metrics are all monitored by the POS system. Talk to your manager. Who is the best person? Food quality is going to be your goal if you're working in the grill. Lowest waste. They have ways that they're measuring you. It's not by accident, it's not by chance. And are you better than those other guys? You work in drive through. Is your drive through time better than the other ones? And I mean the real drive through time. I'm not you ain't just hitting the button to clear off the screen real quick. Your real and accurate drive through time. Hmm. Your Ipsos scores. You working in a call center. How your Ipsos scores look? How's your quality look? Are you the best at your position? Are you top five in your position? Where do you rank? Okay? You gotta know this information. But too often you're not even in the game. You don't realize there's a game being played. You're a car salesman. Who sold the most cars last month? Who sold the most cars last year? How did they do it? How did they do it? That's not an accident that they did it. How did they do it? Talk to them. Talk to the more seasoned car salesman. Talk to the better car salesman. Pick their brains. How can I become better? Are you bird dogging? Are you following up with your customers? Are you listening to your customers when you out there catching ups? Right? You need to learn your craft so you can become better and be in the competition. Because there is a competition. I don't care what your job is. Some kind of way. Your performance is being measured some kind of way. So you need to figure out how and what and where you stand. And how to, and then that way you can figure out how to improve it. Okay? This is your task. It should be for the next week or two. Figuring this information out. It shouldn't take longer than that. If you're serious about having a better year. Right? It seems simple enough. But if you're honest with yourself, many of you who are listening to my voice right now, either live or on the playback, you've never thought about this. You were never told you had to be competitive. Thus, you're not. Well, we looking at a cold weekend here. The high today is going to be 42. Didn't seem that bad. I went out there a little while ago. It actually seemed pretty nice. But the forecast is calling for some wintry conditions this weekend. So we'll see. We'll see. It's still mild here in the QC compared to other parts of the country. So I'll take it. I'll take my 42 and sunny and whatever it is up there in Jersey and New York and Chicago and Wisconsin and all them other cold places. I don't envy y'all. Detroit. Shout out to my man Sports Talk with Rob. Been a little under the weather this week, y'all, but I'm seem to be coming back around. I'm getting my strength back. Um, I'm all right. Just up early today. But one of my goals this year was to do a morning show, at least once a week. So I woke up today and felt like doing it today. So we're gonna start with Fridays and see how this thing kicks in. Maybe I'm a little too early for some of y'all, but whatever. We're gonna see what the metrics hold out. Give y'all a little something to ride to work on. You know, you have to be competitive, people. In order to be competitive, you need to examine yourself and find out where you rank. Where do you rank amongst other men? Where do you rank amongst your job? We got a lot of ish talkers, especially in this manosphere space we call, but very few of y'all got results to show. You ain't never been competitive. You never been successful. You lie to yourselves and tell yourselves whatever you want to be, but where your results at? Who your mentors? I always had good mentors and things I could learn from people who were I considered better than me. Shout out to Nelson Chiklowski, one of my favorite people. Nelson was my store manager. I was his assistant manager in Kearney, New Jersey, and Nelson was phenomenal at certain things. And what I remember him teaching me, he told me, you know anything about the big stuff. You need to learn more about the small stuff. You leave that stuff out. You need to have that in your repertoire as well. I didn't know jack shit about no doggone cordless phone batteries. but he taught me, and it made a difference in my sales later on. Can't sell everybody a cell phone, but a lot of people gonna come and buy batteries. Learning batteries, he said to me. Shout out to Nelson. He's on here. He's on my Facebook. Shout out to Nelson. Nelson's old Y2. What was it? What was the wrestler? Jericho? That's what Nelson looked like to me. Shout out to my homeboy Nelson. He was always good to me. Good peeps. Shout out to my boy Purcell Murphy. Another one of my mentors. Purcell was immaculate at them planograms and organizing his store. And I don't think I ever got to being as good as him, but that was my goal, was to organize the way Purcell could organize. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. Lots of advice. Those two men gave me, especially when I became a store manager. Those guys were very instrumental in my growth. And I thanked them. If I've never thanked them before, thank you. I appreciate you. The skills I learned from them at Radio Shack, I took other places with me, you know, and that made me better other places I went. Who are y'all mentors? Do y'all even have any mentors? Who are they? Can you point them out? I just gave y'all two right off the top of my head from one job. From one job. Who are your mentors? Have you ever been a mentor to anybody else? Have you ever paid it forward, passed anything along to those coming up under you? Who have you made better in your journey? I got a few on my list, especially on my Facebook. I tell stories about some of them all the time. Jeff Bowers, Goldie was selling Toyotas to Dick Dyer. Those guys were phenomenal in my life. Bernard Pollock, and, pulling him forward. Ray Purnell, my general manager at Pulling Forward. That evil son of a bitch was a monster, though, man. I love that dude. And me and his daughter shared a office, and it's just coincidentally nobody else got along with his daughter Cheryl but me. Me and Cheryl got along. Um, Nobody else got along with her, so he stuck me in the office with it. It worked, and I was able to stay in that office. And I was selling 30 cars a month out of that office, me and Cheryl. We made it work. Made it work. We just had a good chemistry. She cussed me out. I cussed her right back out. And we kept selling cars. It worked. It worked. You got to be honest with yourselves. What have I competed? Where do I rank? Where do I rank consistently? I can honestly say I've always been at least top 3 in every job position I've ever worked. I was either the best or one of the top 3 everywhere I worked. It's not an easy task, but you work at it. You develop that skill because I wanted to be competitive. I wanted to be better. I wanted to be better than those around me. I wanted to make more money than them, especially if it was a sales job. I wanted to maximize my time while I was there. Because oftentimes sales jobs, you get paid by commission. Some people are happy to take the base salary or a draw or whatever the pay scale is, and then some of us look at it like, hey, if I ain't making commission, I ain't eating, because that's where the real money is in sales. Not even being on a draw system, not even worrying about that basic paycheck they give out. Nah, just pay me my commission. I'm gonna feed my family on commission based on what I've earned. Right? Some of you have never been in a position to do that. You just worked your regular hours, went home. Now you lie about how much money you make. You're doing a regular job, you ain't making no money. Let's be real. You don't have any high money making skills. You don't have a skill that you can take to another city, state, or region. You're just a regular dude. And you've been that all your life and you've gotten comfortable. Well, it's time to hack the matrix. Because that's blue pill like a mother. I don't care how many stats you've memorized. You're blue pill like a mother. It's time to learn some skills. It's time for you to be competitive. It's time for you to free your mind. I guess you think that's air you're breathing. Look around sometime, Hobbs. Look around. Time is on my side. Yes, it is. Time is on my side. Yes, it is. Look around sometime, Hobbs. Y'all be missing out because you won't look around. Little things be right there in front of your face. If you didn't see that movie that was Fallen by Denzel, please go watch that movie. That's a phenomenal movie. Fallen by Denzel. Look around sometime, Hobbs. That's the word for the day. That's the phrase for the day, rather. Look around sometime, Hobbs. We should be able to look look at your results. That's how men measure each other, by their accomplishments. Unfortunately, since graduating high school, many of y'all don't have any accomplishments. Besides, you got a job and went to work. That's it. That's it. That's your accomplishment. You bought a pair of sneakers. You got a car. Congratulations, you're an adult. But what have you really done? What's your big accomplishment? I'll wait. That's what KS was telling us about. Got to be competitive. And then that makes it easier for you to build your network of other men. Because other men will respect your hustle. And you'll respect theirs and you can form a network. But a lot of you have never done that. Got to start doing that. But this ain't gonna be a long session, y'all. This is a quickie. This is a quickie. Like Teddy KGB said, this is a quickie. Just gonna get in and get out like a young man. I feel so unsatisfied eating them damn Oreo cookies. Shout out to Rounders. Shout out to Matt Damon and Rounders. I love that movie. It was a quickie. Just like a young man. Give me a quickie. Look around sometime, Hobbs. Time is on my side. Yes, it is. Time is on my side. Yes, it is. Trying to help y'all out, man. Trying to help y'all out a little bit. I'm gonna have to do a new intro and outro just for this particular morning session. Yeah. My old outros don't seem to work. Don't set the mood the right way. But stay tuned. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share. Share it to your socials, man. Share it to your socials. I should have at least 5 shares on Facebook every time I go live. Do it for yourself. That way, y'all pop in and out. You ain't got time to listen. Well, save it for later. Share it to your own page and you can go back and watch it later. Help a brother out. This shit is free. Y'all won't even do free shit for you, bro. Ain't that some shit? I'm the people's champ, man. I deserve better than that, don't I? Well, I'm out of here. I may be back later. Stay tuned. Holla at your boy.
I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.